Welcome to Keeping It Current, your direct source of information for what is happening at Potatoes USA and within the U.S. potato industry. For today's episode, we are fortunate to hear from Kayla Dome, the Global Marketing Manager for Retail Programs at Potatoes USA. Kayla's time has been in high demand since the retail side of the food industry exploded as restaurants were closed over the past 2+ months. As I am sure you have seen, retailers have been significantly impacted, just like everyone and everything else in the current environment. Kayla will discuss related trends in retail shopping habits, both in-store and online, as well as challenges and opportunities in this space for potatoes.
Greetings from Denver, Colorado. My name is Kayla Dome, and I am the Global Marketing Manager for the Retail Program here at Potatoes USA. In our case, retail means grocery stores, and grocery stores have seen huge record sales over the last 13 weeks. For our purposes today, I'll give a brief update on what changes that we've seen in-store and online and how we are addressing those opportunities. Total store sales have seen huge increases since the end of March. There have been double-digit dollar sales growth every week through the week ending May 24th, with the exception of the week of Easter, which saw a 7% total store increase. Within total store sales, meat and produce have driven the majority of dollar sales at retail. More importantly though, potatoes have been the superstar performer in produce, showing double-digit dollar sales growth every week from March 16th through May 24th. A return to center store has opened an entirely new category of consumers for us, and also a totally new opportunity to educate a new consumer as well. Potatoes have been the #1 sold frozen vegetable item in the freezer section. The important note about frozen and canned vegetable consumers is that prior to March, these were almost completely separate from the fresh potato consumer. Now we're seeing the fresh potato consumer buy those frozen and canned potatoes as well, combining those baskets in a way that we've not seen before. It's also creating another opportunity for us to totally educate a new consumer in this part of the store. Throughout 2019, we worked on a study with Kantar Insights, understanding the path to purchase for the fresh potato consumer at retail stores. The study revealed consumers are using both online and in-store resources to decide to purchase potatoes. They are using online resources to educate themselves, even if they are not buying potatoes from a retailer online, showing us there's a lot of opportunity for education in that space. Times of significant change tend to bring out underlying trends and not necessarily create an entirely new world. This is definitely true for potatoes, and it's true during the time of COVID as well at retail. Consumers are turning to retailers for inspiration in their homes, but more specifically, they're turning to retailers for inspiration in their kitchens. As we saw this happening, we understood the importance of being present in this space as potato sales continued to increase across the store. Consumers needed to know how to use potatoes at home in both new and interesting ways, and also in ways that brought joy to their houses. We were able to launch an online promotion with Albertsons Safeway on May 13th, aimed at educating the consumer. The campaign drives consumers from Albertsons Safeway's social channels to a potato landing page on Albertsons Safeway's website. It highlights the different types of potatoes, recipes that consumers can use for potatoes, and storage and handling techniques so that they'll last a long time at home. We are working on doing a similar promotion next January with another prominent retailer. To date, we have had meetings with digital teams at Kroger, Walmart, and Target. Like all of us, though, they are working very hard to create a program where we can educate the consumer in the way that we need to. They want to help us drive sales to the whole potato category, not necessarily just sales to one product. So we're looking at this campaign to focus on fresh, frozen, and dehydrated potatoes online. As we enter this new era, it's important we continue to analyze the ways consumers are buying potatoes, not just in the produce section, but across the store. We are working with Kantar Insights again to develop a 2-part study. The first part will analyze how consumers were interacting with potatoes prior to March. The second part will analyze the new normal, or how consumers will be interacting with potatoes across the store after everything settles down this fall. How consumers are continuing to purchase potatoes will be analyzed both for the fresh perimeter and the center store potatoes. We use several publications to communicate all the valuable information during the fiscal year, which ends at the end of June. The publications we chose to share our message with retail decision makers were strategically chosen because of their ability to reach the right audience, and we will continue working with them in the upcoming fiscal year. As we move forward, we must focus on all aspects of the supply chain to be successful as an industry. In-store will remain more important to retailers as the majority of consumers will continue to shop this way. Online will still be important in both grocery transactions, but also in the decision to buy and educate for consumers. As consumers rely on virtual shoppers to pick out their produce, we must educate these people on proper replacements and how to pick quality products. Most of all, it's important that consumers know how much we care about the potatoes they are continuing to bring home to their families and what we are doing to make sure that they enjoy America's favorite vegetable.
Thank you, Kayla, for the informative update on retail trends, statistics, and changes. It is encouraging to hear that potatoes have been the rock stars in all retail categories: chips, dehy, frozen, and of course, fresh. Americans certainly love and appreciate potatoes, and your efforts to expand their positive experiences are appreciated. Things are changing rapidly now that food service operators are reopening at a more rapid pace. We are analyzing this sector now and will provide updates from Kinder Keenan and Chef R.J. Harvey shortly. Keep a lookout for coming episodes of Keeping It Current, and be sure to let us know if there is a specific topic you wish to have us cover. Keep your heads high and your thoughts kind. Potatoes, real food, real performance.